Yeah, good.
Right, Matt Windle, the Matt Man, poet with a punch, or is it the punch with a poet? What's the official one for that?
The poet with punch.
Poet with a punch. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I kind of answer to anything.
How are you doing, Matt? I was just saying, we were just chatting before. I'm saying you're looking very well.
Yeah, thank you. I'm like I said to you as well. Exercise and good nutrition. It's surprising what it can do for you.
Yeah, for a guy that's trying to make life flyweight, though, you do look seriously healthy. Um,
Yeah, come back to me in about a week and a half, and I might not look as rosy cheeked.
um, Matt, we're going to talk about your fight with Craig Darbyshire. Obviously, a really exciting show coming up, 8th of December, over in the Cayman Islands. You're defending your Commonwealth Light Flyweight title against Craig. I know you know Craig very well. You've both got common opponents in former British flyweight champion Tommy Frank, and current European flyweight champion Conor Butler. You've both you've both fought the pair of them, both lost to the pair of them. But we know that Craig he's got a deceiving record. He's lost a lot more than he's won, but he's been in the away corner for most of those fights, and we know that when he's in title fights, he's a guy that really shows up. Just a few thoughts, Matt, about your opponent, Craig. He's a live one, isn't he, for this one?
Absolutely, yeah. This is a 50-50 fight. It's not. I'm not going into this thinking um, the fight's mine or this is just a routine defense or anything like that. This is a proper 50-50 trade fight, as they say. Yeah, his record doesn't look great on paper, but that's because he's taken fights with a couple of days' notice and he's fought everyone at numerous different weights all over the country on the away show and all the rest of it. But the only record I'm really interested in is his record in title fights. And his record in title fights is very good. He's got a winning record in that sense. He's a two-weight Central Area champion, two-weight English champion, drew for the British title at a different weight again. And this will be the fourth weight division now that he's going after a title. So, with regards to that, he's got a very good record, and he's as good as anybody that I've faced thus far.
And what did you? I know you watched his fight with Tommy Frank. There's a lot of people think he was unlucky not to be become British champion after that fight with Tommy. What did you make of that one, Matt? Did you think that he deserved the nod?
It was a tough one. It was, I think, where it was unfortunate, and even the scorecards suggest this is or prove this, that the knockdown in the last round, had that not have happened, um, then he may well have been, or he would have been, the British champion. Um, he didn't appear hurt or anything like that. He appeared more of a flash knockdown, but nevertheless, it was counted. So you have to score it a 10-8, and that kind of salvaged it for Tommy in the end. So it was very close, which was ultimately determined by that knockdown. That made all the difference.
And we know that, Matt, you're always in kind of fight of the year contenders. You really are. So you've been some of the best fights I've ever seen live. Um, and he's a come forward fighter as well. You can both box. Do you think this one's guaranteed to be just a great fight to watch, isn't it?
I think so. I don't like kind of preempting things too much because who knows what happened. But I do think from a neutral perspective, any British fans that are waking up at early hours in the morning or whatever it may be, or staying up perhaps to watch it, I think we both give value for money. We both want to win this more than anything. This is Craig's opportunity, perhaps final opportunity at winning a major title. It's my opportunity to make history and be the first person to successfully defend the title, and then move on to bigger things myself from there. So we've we've got it all to fight for, the pair of us. And you could probably, we've got the sort of style where you could probably sell tickets to watch us have a spar, to be honest. So being able to actually have a fight with little 8 ounce gloves for 12 rounds in somewhere as picturesque as Grand Cayman, and hopefully the supporters and the fans there will get behind the two of us as well, and just make a great atmosphere, make the most of the opportunity themselves of being able to spectate such an event. I don't know how big the boxing scene is or isn't over in Grand Cayman, but I'm led to believe this is the first Commonwealth title fight to ever take place in the country's history. So hopefully, even if they're not a boxing fan, they think, oh, we'll get a ticket and make a night out of it, and just come along and support me and Craig and get some noise, bring some atmosphere, and just enjoy the occasion all around.
Yeah, I mean, you've set it up lovely there, Matt. But just very quickly, a quick couple of thoughts. It's incredible, really, that a fight of this caliber is free to watch on Fight Zone.
It's fantastic, and it's one of the things that Fight Zone has done so well. It's had British, Commonwealth, European, even world title fights on the platform. Like you say, free to watch, and it's just something growing up as a kid. British, Commonwealth, European title fights is something that was on the telly every week. But even then, if it was on Sky Sports or something, you still had to have the Sky Sports subscription. It wasn't just free. But that was kind of my upbringing as a teenager when I was getting into boxing. So, like I say, being able to watch this for free. Everyone talks about the cost of tickets nowadays and how many pay-per-view shows there are. It seems now like you can't even really have a world title fight without a pay-per-view now. Whereas when I was growing up, it was sort of 2 a year maybe, and that was like Lennox Lewis or something like that, the big heavyweight, you know. And now it seems like every world title fight is a pay-per-view, and then you have one platform showing one world title, so you've got to pay for that platform, and then another platform with other title fights, you have to pay for that one, and then another platform. There are so many platforms now, 4 or 5 platforms just showcasing boxing, which in one sense is fantastic that it's so widely covered, but it can end up expensive, and people often talk about not having the money to be able to afford tickets to support everybody that they want to see, or people chipping in for the pay-per-view or going to one house or whatever. So yeah, free of charge. That's what I say, make the most of it whilst these things are existing, because we miss them when they're gone.
Yeah, definitely. Big up Fight Zone. Just very quickly about the fight, just going back to the fight, Matt. Do you think, you obviously fought competitively at Light Fly. Craig has never fought competitively at Light Fly. Do you think that could be the major factor in this fight? We'll know, obviously, we'll know the answer to that after the event, but pre-event, how big a factor do you think that might be?
I think pre-event it's not a huge factor, simply because it's the unknown. So mine and McCubbin's first ever fight at light flyweight was with each other, and it ended up being fight of the year. Yeah. So you can make weight for the first time and end up being a little beast at it. So it doesn't mean it will definitely alter the fight or have any type of effect on the fight or on Craig, but it certainly potentially has the chance to alter. Man, it's not easy making these weights. It's the second lightest weight in the world. It's the lightest weight in Britain, the lightest weight in Europe. It isn't recognised by Britain or Europe. It's the lightest weight in the Commonwealth, and thankfully the Commonwealth Boxing Council, Debbie and Co, do recognise this now after mine and McCubbin's terrific fight. So massive respect and appreciation, and thanks to them as well. But it's no easy feat, and if it was, there'd be a lot more flyweights that would have been doing light flyweight.
Yeah.
But it's a strange one, because flyweight to super flyweight is a £3 jump. Superfly to bantamweight is a £3 jump, and it goes up in £3 jumps for the lighter weight. But for some reason, from light flyweight to flyweight, it's a £4 jump. But if you then was to work that out as a percentage, £4 at that weight as a percentage of £3 when you're a little bit heavier, traditionally the gap gets bigger as you get heavier, because as a percentage it still works out smaller. So for light fly to be a £4 jump, it's a really strange one. I don't know why it is, but to my understanding, not only has Craig never boxed at light flyweight before, he's never even come close to making the weight, because he hasn't had to. So there's been no reason for him to do that. But I think he's been like, 713, 713 and a half when he's been fighting at flyweight, which is what you should be. But when I fought at flyweight, I weighed at 7 stone 12. So that's why then when lockdown happened and I was looking at rankings and vacant belts, and I was just trying to forge a path for myself to do something. And I noticed this little niche in the market with light flyweight. I thought, well, whilst it's a £4 gap, if it's only £2 less than what I've already done. So if I could do 712 when I was trying to do 8, surely I could do 710 when I'm trying to do 710. That's the mentality that I had. That's how I thought of it. But Craig never, to my understanding and knowledge, Craig never has been 711, 712. He's always kind of been 713s and a half. So it really is £4 that he's going to have to drop. We know he's a unit. He's a strong man. Will he carry that into the ring come December 8th? I'll let you know on December 9th.
Yeah, we'll ask you on December 9th. Time will tell. We'll ask you then. Yeah. Matt, I'm just looking at your record here. You fought in Dudley, Birmingham, Sheffield, Leeds, Liverpool, but you've never fought anywhere as exotic as the Cayman Islands or Grand Cayman. Just give us a few thoughts about how excited you must be to be. It's a history-making show. The first time a Commonwealth title fight has been held over there. Obviously, I've never been. Love to go. It's a beautiful location, though. How excited are you to be headlining over there?
I just feel extremely privileged. I really do. It's in one sense it's pinch yourself stuff, but in the other breath, I have no shred of I don't feel like I know that I do deserve these opportunities. There's no impersonator syndrome or whatever it is. Me and Craig both fully deserve this, because the lighter guys don't get the type of platform and coverage and stuff that we should get. We don't get the sort of pay that we would get if we were welterweight, middleweight, heavyweight, simply because we're smaller and lighter than other people. In this world of equality that everyone seems to be striving for, we'll get less opportunity and finance and whatnot, simply because we're smaller and lighter than other people. So yeah, there's no type of questioning about it for me. I know that we deserve this opportunity. Now it's our job to go out over there and showcase what the little guys can do, and make it worthwhile in the way that McCubbin and I helped to bring the light flyweight division back. Now it's another great opportunity for me and Craig to do that as well, but also to show supporters from all angles of the world, because I think on the show we've got boxers from America, Canada, the Philippines, obviously Britain, South America. So again, through Fight Zone, there's the opportunity for all of these countries and all of these continents to tune in and watch. And of course, we know in countries and continents like South America and Asia, the Philippines, and so the lighter guys are appreciated and valued a lot more than they are throughout Britain and Europe. So hopefully we can showcase what we can do, and you never know, the telephone might go to for a trip to South America or Asia off the back of it.
Yeah, who knows what it'll bring. I mean, you're right. It's a great case. It's a great opportunity to showcase boxing over in the Cayman Islands, but also to showcase the Cayman Islands itself as a place. You know, as a beautiful location. You'll have your fight ahead on, I know, until December the 9th. But are you hoping to maybe do a bit of sightseeing or the tourist stuff when you're over there?
Yeah, I've extended my stay by a week, so I'm definitely sticking over there. Go see the turtle farms and eat some good foods and all that sort of stuff. So I'm not really thinking about that. Of course, is December 8th, and sort of that's all that matters. But when I asked my coach if it would be possible for me to stay out and just get flights a week after the fight instead of the next day, I thought it would be criminal for me to go all that way and then to have fight week and then fight and then fly out the next day or the couple of days after. It would be absolutely criminal. I've never been to the Cayman Islands before. Quite possibly would never have has, for as beautiful as it is, or would never have necessarily had. It's not, even if you think the Caribbean, that's not, you go to place, it's not the first place that springs to mind, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna stay out over there, enjoy my time, but I know that I will enjoy it a whole lot more with a multicolored belt wrapped around my waist still as well. So December 8th is really all that matters.
Yeah, of course. Listen, mate, that's brilliant, mate. Thank you very much for the chat. Just very quickly, I know obviously you're as well as a fantastic fighter, you're a great poet, a fantastic poet as well. I know you're working on something. Do you think you might have a poem about the Cayman Islands, about your visit over there in time for the post-fight interview?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. We've been very, very kindly invited over to the governor's house the night before the fight. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna have. I've already got like a little draft of some ideas and stuff, but it's threading it all together. It's not quite as easy as people think sometimes. And when I do those little gimmicky freestyle kind of poems, it won't be anything like that. It will be much better than that. But I'm certainly hoping to come up with a little something that I can perform for the governor, and just a token of mine and Fight Zone's appreciation for them hosting the show and inviting us over and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm definitely, I've actually been working on it a little bit this morning as well. So I'm really hoping to be able to have something that I can share with the governor and the people of Grand Cayman come December 7th, technically.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Well, I look forward to hearing it. It'll be fantastic. I know it will.
Thank you.
All right, Matt. Lovely to talk to you, pal. I'll catch up with you before the fight, but all the very best, and it'll be a great fight, I know. But all the very best for it.
Thank you very much, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, Matt.